Fight Hub TV here with legendary Freddie Roach. Freddie, I wanted to talk to you about George St-Pierre, just his whole situation, and if you agree or not of him deciding to take some time off.
Well, you know, he did tell me that he wanted to take 2 years off, and I told him 2 years is retirement. I said, you just take it to, let's say 1 year right now and see how you feel after a year, and then, you know, if you feel hungry enough to get back in there, we'll do it. If not, we'll call it a day. You know, the thing is, George is a great guy, and I just want him to make the right decision at the right time and then not be too hasteful. But, you know, it's funny because, you know, when I gave, after Manny Pacquiao got knocked out in his big fight with Marquez, I made him take a year off because I thought, you know, he was just getting a little bit sluggish and so forth and just tired of it a little bit. And sometimes that happens in life. So the thing is, Manny had a year off. He looked great in Brendan Rios' fight. I believe he's back on track now, and I think we're going to take care of Bradley. But the thing is, George is a tough guy and so forth. You know, I mean, I like George a lot. And, you know, but the UFC it's a very grueling, demanding sport, and just getting ready for a fight is demanding. You know, just sparring and so forth is, you know, you're getting caught. Not 100% everyone's going, but sometimes those young aggressive guys that you're sparring with want something to prove and so forth. You know, so it's a hard sport, and it's one of the sports that you're not going to last a long time in. Boxing is the same way. Like, you know, some guys have very short careers, some have long careers, more of the defensive guys. But, you know, in MMA, I don't know if there's any really defensive guys out there, because offense wins that sport, wins those fights in there, and defense really doesn't score points. So it's an offensive game, and it's a little bit brutal, but that's the way it goes.
Did George confide in you by any chance of whether it was mental or physical issues that made him want to take up to 2 years off?
You know, the thing is, he told me he had headaches and so forth, and when I hear that, it's like I want to get him checked out completely. And, you know, so I told George to see his doctors and so forth, make sure everything's 100% healthy before he makes a decision. You know, it's really easy to make a decision after a tough fight like that, and after Dana talking really bad about him, you kind of depressed a little bit and so forth and drag him down, instead of most promoters would kind of try to build you back up. But Dana's not that kind of cat. But
what went through your mind when he was kind of putting George down at the press conference?
I was a little bit mad at Dana for doing that. You know, I know Dana from he's a Boston guy from way back, and he says he used to train in my dad's gym. But I don't remember so much because it was a long time ago. But you know, I think about going to another company if that was me. But there's really a monopoly on that. You know, UFC is like the only game in town. But it is a big time, and I'm sure if George wants to come back, Dana will be the first one to invite him.
Well, Freddie, we're getting rushed out of here, but we always want to let you know that we always appreciate your time, and it's always a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Thanks, Freddie.